Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack 33, and welcome to my newest Let's Play, which is Mega Man 2. I've somehow never done a Let's Play of this, and I'm playing this on an actual NES today. I purchased this about a week ago. It's a game that I grew up with, technically. May have emulated it a lot back in the day. I feel like this definitely would have been like one of my favorite games if I had actually owned the cart and played this all the time. But the last time, besides buying it a week ago, the last time a Mega Man 2 cartridge entered this NES was probably when I was like 4 years old, 3 years old, and like 93, 94. So it's time. It's overdue for some Mega Man 2. So I've already played through it on my own once. We're gonna do a Let's Play right now. I'm playing on the difficult setting, which is technically this game's normal mode. And we're also going to be playing this game Buster only, meaning that I'm only going to use the Buster weapon against everything in the game. And there's a couple of stages where you have to use other weapons, and that won't be for a while. So we're going to start off with Quick Man, because it doesn't really matter what stage we go to first. And, I feel like Quick Man's pretty notoriously difficult, both the stage and the Robot Master, so why not start here first to show off my skills. But yeah, the difficulty settings, normal and difficult. In Japan, there was basically only difficult. I know that sounds weird, but basically that's the normal setting, and so when this game was localized as Mega Man 2 in North America, they added an easy mode, which is what normal difficulty is. I guess they wanted to make you feel less bad about it. But, play whatever difficulty you feel comfortable with, of course. I would like normal mode a whole lot more if the bosses weren't so easy. Because everything takes double damage from you when you play in normal mode. Or I guess you could argue difficult. Everything takes half damage, however you want to think of it. But the enemies become, like, a lot easier to deal with. And kind of like almost like in a fair way. I feel like some of the enemies take a lot of damage when you play on difficult. But the bosses just become way too easy. And I think that's, like, the coolest part of this game is the boss fights, especially Buster only. So I really want to show those off. Also, these these Quick Man lasers here, these kill you in one shot, so I'm trying to show off my best efforts to not die. I've played this a whole bunch, so not too bad for me, but if you ever have trouble with that, you can always use Flashman's weapon, which stops time. And we'll get to Flashman in a bit. Flashman's actually a great boss to go after first, and maybe we'll do that after this. Just because he takes, like, increased damage and the stage isn't difficult, and like I said, getting the Flashman's weapon is just really good, because you can kind of use it in every stage once to kind of basically skip part of it, so. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really counting on beating Quick Man with this much health, but I'm gonna try my darndest, so. Because this is pretty difficult with this low of health. Oh, well, maybe we will. No, there's no way. I was like, I was doing pretty good. I got him halfway down. And hey, if I got him halfway down with that much health, surely I could beat him on this attempt, right? Of course I can. I believe in myself. But yeah, most of the bosses take 2 damage from the Buster anyway. Not all of them, but most of them do in this game. So, like, on normal mode, they all take, like, 4 damage from the Buster. So, like, they just go down really fast. I want to say that everyone has, what, 28 health? Or is it 24? It's some multiple of 4. I don't know. Mega Man and the bosses have the same amount of health. But it's either 24 or 28. Regardless. So, you know what I mean? Like, it takes away from a lot of the challenge, for sure. But there we go. Beat the first stage. We're gonna, again, we're gonna get the quick boomerang weapon, but we're not gonna use it because, like I said, we're doing Buster only. This game has a password save system, but we're not gonna really worry about that. So let's move on to Flashman because, like I said, I was just talking about him. He has a sweet theme, and he's got a great weapon. Like I said, if you're playing this using the weapons, which you should, by the way, because the weapons are really strong in this game, and not just the metal blades. I'm like so tempted to do a playthrough of this showing off all that stuff. And actually, a little bit of behind the scenes for you. This is not my first attempt at doing a Mega Man 2 Let's Play. Actually, probably Oh man, this is probably about a year ago? That might be right. About a year ago, I was actually recording a Let's Play of this, and before I owned the cart, I don't know how, I was probably emulating it or something. And I was actually showing off, like, how to do each level, not only Buster only, but with the weapons, too. And it was kind of neat, but I thought it was kind of a lot, so I think I just kind of want to do this, just casually, just a Buster only playthrough and just feel good about it. You notice I went to the right side here. I don't know why I did. I think it's a little easier. Let's just say it is. I think if we drop down to the right here, you can get some health, but then you gotta deal with this robot guy, so I'm not gonna mess with him at all. But if we can stick up to the top here, we can actually get an E-Tank, which we got an E-Tank and extra life in the last level. These E-Tanks, they restore your health in full. You can carry up to 4 of them. And they save with passwords, too. Your extra lives don't, but the E-Tanks do. So, you could also just look up a password generator as well. But because we're playing on difficult mode, it's definitely a lot easier just to avoid those giant robot guys. They just take a lot of health, or a lot of damage. It's just better just to kind of just go through. That's kind of what I do. Alright, well, whatever, Flashman. Alright, let's not die to Flashman after I was saying he was really easy. Oh man, we almost did. Oh, he was just about to freeze time. I was like, Flashman's so easy! And then we almost died to him. So, like, let's not do that. And I guess I could stop here? That'd be a really short video. Would it be, though? I guess so. It's not really a long level at all. But we could kind of do 2 at a time. Or, you know what? Screw it. We'll do 3. I'm just so excited. I just want to keep playing. I really like this game a lot. A few of the levels, when you beat them, not only do you get a weapon, like I said, the Time Stopper is really good. But we also get little platform weapons that we will have to use, all of them, when we get near the end of this game. So like I said, you can't actually do this Buster only, but we will have to use these. Alright, fine, we'll do another one. Let's go, Heat Man. Because this is also a pretty notoriously difficult stage. Not really boss, but it's kind of notoriously difficult without using one of the item weapons. Like, we just got item 3, which makes a platform. But if you're playing this on your own, and like I said, you're using weapons and stuff, I would recommend taking out Airman first, because you get item 2, which you can use to skip a notoriously difficult section of this stage. But I'm going to show you how to do it without it, because we're going to be gamers. And we're going to show you that it's not as difficult as it looks, technically. I mean, like, it's pretty frustrating, but it's not as difficult as it looks. Alright, but this stage has the invisible blocks, which are, you know, pretty notorious. Let's say notorious a few more times in this video. It has disappearing blocks, which are very notorious. So we're going to do our best to avoid dying from them. Now, thankfully, they introduce them to you really nicely before they start putting them over pits. Although, this part right here is a little frustrating here, because they don't appear, like, just as fast as like, the earlier ones do. And you'll notice these walls, you notice them in Flashman stage 2. Those can be destroyed with Crashman's weapon. And we'll fight Crashman, because he's fun. He's also really tough. Alright, so this section here, a lot of people will use item 2, and they'll use it here, and you'll just skip to the end of this. And, you know, that's fair. But the thing is, you kind of have unlimited tries at doing this until one part. And really, there's only one section of this where you can actually die. Because you kind of get, like, 2 chances here. And now the rest of it, you just kind of hop forward until one part. And that's kind of like the beginner, well, not beginner's trap, like the how are you supposed to know this trap. Now that one up, if we try to get that, we'll die. But right after this block here, this is, yeah, oh my goodness, I can't believe we survived that. That's the only part where you will actually die. Otherwise, you can just kind of keep going straight, and you can kind of just avoid or not avoid, we can avoid falling off as long as you keep going straight there. That one where you have to hop up over the pit, that's the part that'll get you. But before that, the only other times you have to hop up, you're over ground, so you won't actually die. I can't believe I did that in one try, though. I mean, technically it was 2. I did fall once, but anyway. Here's Heat Man. As long as you don't let him do his thing, he's not too bad. He does a lot of damage to you. But as long as you hit him kind of right after he transforms here, because you can't hit him while he's on fire like this. But if you can hit him right after he transforms, he won't throw his fire, which is kind of the annoying part to deal with. So you just got to be real quick on the jumps here. I like to move away a little bit, just so I have a little bit of time to react to him. And like most of the other bosses we fought, I think all the bosses we fought today have all been 2 health with the Buster. Flashman might be 3. I feel like Flashman's like the most susceptible to the Buster, but I don't know. He's really not that bad. And there we go. There's Heat Man, and we get the Atomic Fire weapon, which is I think the first weapon in the Mega Man series where you can actually charge it up. So that's kind of fun, isn't it? So we can actually charge up the Atomic Fire. So that's neat. But we don't need to do that because we're not going to use weapons. We'll never have to use the Atomic Fire because this is Buster only. But that's going to be it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching my Let's Play of Mega Man 2. And I'll see you next time for, who knows, maybe 3 or 4 Robot Masters. So until then, take care and goodbye.